You know, I did my first video just the other day, and I realized it was the very first video on the Synthoid Supreme channel was actually a Michael Myers action figure. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a little bit discrediting to my name sake. Obviously, the whole thing that got me into taking pictures, the whole thing that got me excited again from a child into the toy world was Final Faction. It is this small little dollar store action figure line. And you can see right there in the background, this was the first Synthoid character that I painted. It was the one that gives me my name. That is a Synthoid Supreme with the color shift paint for the skin with the gold highlights. It just looks so beautiful. And I thought to myself, you know what? What better way to redeem the channel, to redeem the namesake, than to do a proper review of the Synthoid himself. But not just the Synthoid himself, the original Synthoid Arms Weapons Pack. And you know what? Considering we're doing this in 2022, considering we're doing this, Final Faction has established themselves at the top of the toy regime in Dollar Tree. Let us also review the new Synthoid Arms Pack. And of course, it does not want to stand with its brethren, but that's fine. It will all go to the side, because first things first, we must release the newest underling in the Synthoid army. Let us release him from his cardboard packaging, from his cardboard prison, and see exactly what we can make of him. Throw it on the floor. That's right, just throw the packaging on the floor. So here we have a regular, unpainted underling Synthoid compared to his Synthoid Supreme Overlord. And I must say, even though I went through all the trouble, even though I went through all of the hard work of painting the Synthoid Supreme, giving him the nice gunmetal gun, even going through and painting the arms on top, you can't defeat the original style. I mean, there is no, it's second to none. I mean, I could only try to improve upon perfection. That's all I could do. I mean, everything about this character, everything about the chunkiness, everything about the whole premise of him being to rip his arms off and replace them. It's just fantastic. It's amazing. The whole thing about it. Hence why it is my favorite character. Hence why I have chosen the moniker of Synthoid Supreme. But what we will say, he is a little lackluster right out of the box. I mean, taking on the Final Faction himself, taking on Sergeant Steadfast and Rock and the rest of them, I mean, all he has is this blade at the moment. All he has is his intimidating features. All he has are his glowing red eyes. The first thing that was given to the Synthoid was his first weapons pack. It is only for the Synthoid. If you look at the back, it does give you a little bit of a description of what is in the container. It is the Battle Arms energy-based shoulder-mounted cannons that increase the Synthoid long-range attack capabilities. Ooh, that sounds fantastic. And then we also have auto-targets biological enemies, high accuracy and high damage. Does that sound good, Supreme One? That does sound mighty fine, does it not? Then it also has the trap arm, gives Synthoid additional dexterity, increasing ability to grab and hold enemies. And it has the needle arm, one of my personal favorites. Obviously, you can see I put it on the Synthoid Supreme himself. It is a close-range combat attachment. It gives the Synthoid the ability to inject nerve toxins into enemies, temporarily rendering them immobile. It is, you know, the description of that alone is one of my favorites. I mean, it's fantastic. It immobilizes. It's for close range. It is meant to deliver nerve toxins into its enemies, into the final faction themselves, daring to think that they could take on the Synthoid Supreme in all of his glory. Let's just back this up a hair, if we can. There we go, and focus on the Synthoid himself. Now, with that being said, we have these shoulder-mounted cannons. You can see they are on the Synthoid Supreme as well. They go inserting into the two holes on the back of the Synthoid, like so. Yes, perfectly easy, perfectly... they just slide perfectly into place. And I know I probably got them on the wrong sides. I do. Because I'm trying to look behind the camera. I'm trying to look behind where I am not normally playing with said Synthoids. You know, I normally have my full dexterity to do so. So there we have him. There he is in all of his shoulder-mounted glory. But that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. We have a secondary gripping arm in case you wanted full posability of the Synthoid, in case you wanted to give him all of the weapons that you want him to have, of gripping them in a gun-like fashion. And look how easy it just slides in. Look how easy it just goes right into place. That is why this is my favorite character. And of course, I am partial to the bad guys. I mean, they are just more fun. They are just more relatable. They are just, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to do it however I want to do it. And it's fun. And here we see that needle arm fully inserted. Here we see it ready to deliver the nerve toxins, if you will, to Sergeant Steadfast, to the rest of the final faction. Do you think Churro would look pretty good as a little spit on there, roasting over an open fire? The Synthoids think so. Is that not correct, Synthoid Supreme? I think he agrees. You know, take him out of his little dog armor, and what do you got? You got something bite-sized for the Synthoids, for us to devour. But that's not all that was given specifically to the Synthoid. With the new figures coming out, with the new battle packs coming out, we now have this. The Synthoid Evolution Pack. Synthoid Evolution Pack. I mean, does that just not sound awesome? Does that just not sound like we are in the next step of Synthoid supremacy? Here we go. What does it come with? The Azora, a tentacle nightmare. Azora reacts out and entraps enemies before the Synthoid drags them into their doom. Oh, man. I mean, they were doomed already, but now with this tentacle arm, they don't stand a chance. The Karagoth. I know these names are getting me, but I mean, it still doesn't change how awesome the stuff is. It's the plasmoid discharge of the Karak. Cripples man and machine, leaving both torn asunder. I mean, maybe they're starting to go into a Klingon definition, the Klingon wordage, if you will. And then we have the Worm. With the dragon-like wings of Worm, the Synthoids are able to take their warfare airborne, bringing destruction from every angle. As if the Synthoid wasn't deadly enough. As if the Synthoid wasn't a perfect killing machine, as it already is. They have now given it flight. They have now given it mobility. They have now given it another aerial attack way of attacking. So with that being said, let's just open these up. Let's get them out. Let's see what our boy can do here with his additional add-ons now. So now we have these little things. They don't give you a definition for them. All they are is if you don't want the shoulder-mounted cannons. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want shoulder-mounted cannons. I don't know why you would even consider that in, you know, the devastation of your Synthoid. But here, and one, of course, fell. That's okay. We have another one, and I don't feel like getting that one at the moment. So we have this. All it does is you can slide the wing in over the peg and then insert that into the back as opposed to having the shoulder-mounted cannons. But if you want your Synthoid to be deadly, if you want it to be the apex predator, if you will, of course, you're going to leave them shoulder-mounted cannons on because, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a one-trick pony. This is not something that can only be done one way. There is more than one way to skin a churro, ladies and gentlemen. Aha! The wings on the shoulder-mounted cannons. We have just created something. We have just made something that is a devastation to the nation. This Synthoid right here, he is ready. He is ripped and ready to go with his aerial capabilities now, with these wings upon which he shall fly, upon which he shall take to the skies. So here he is. Here he is with the shoulder-mounted cannon. Wings now, able to fly. I mean, I wish the wings would have been out before I did the Synthoid Supreme. But you know what? He is the supreme leader of the Synthoids. He is the ultimate Synthoid. So in reality, he should have his own flying mercenaries, if you will. He should have his own flying corps, his own flying division to do his bidding. He should not himself have to take to the skies. And I mean, look at this arm. Look at this thing. This thing right here, this Katagoth, whatever it's called, the Klingon named arm cannon, it shoots the plasma discharge, and it just cripples and destroys man and machine. I do like that it's a different color. I do like that it matches the color of the actual Synthoid body as opposed to matching the legs. I mean, it makes sense both ways. It makes sense both ways because the normal, his appendages are the same colors, judging by something like the needle arm. But I like how it matches, and it gives him a whole different, kind of thing. I hope we get another attachment with the same coloring. I mean, even the purple with the purple in the grill area here, into the turbine area here. I mean, just look at this thing. It is a devastation. This thing is just, it is ready. It is ready for all of your action play needs, your action figure needs here. And then we have this, the worm, that worm thing, or no, this is the Azura. That's right, the worm is the wing, the dragon-like wings. And this thing, I mean, look at it. It does fit in here. I know, I promise you. It does slide in. It takes a minute to work it in because it is not at an angle like the other appendages are. But there we go. So it's in. Look at this thing. He is ready to take to the skies, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I love Final Faction. This is why it rekindled my love for action figures, for toys, even as an adult. This is why I came back. I came back for many a year of not collecting, from not being in the toy scene, but something like this. Grand total, before Dollar Tree upped their prices, for all these weapon packs, for this Synthoid character, you got $1, $2, $3. $3. $3.75 now with the $1.25 increase. But you know what? Hey, I understand. We're all going through a hard time. I get it. The only thing I hope is with this $1.25 increase, the quality, the amount of product that we get at Dollar Tree, because I don't just get Final Faction. I don't just get Synthoids. I mean, granted, I do have quite a few of these guys around, but I hope that we get more. I hope that we get a better quality. If that 25 cents means a sturdier Synthoid, if that 25 cents means a stronger Synthoid army, I can get behind that. I can do it. In fact, this whole line, this Final Faction line, this whole thing that this is about, I give it a golden Synthoid. The true epitome of prizes. I mean, forget your Oscars, forget your Golden Globes, Forget any and all other prizes. The main prize we get here, the Golden Synthoid. This gets the Golden Synthoid seal of approval, especially with all these weapon packs. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this thorough, mightily thorough review of the final faction Synthoid. This particular Synthoid has a bent leg. I understand that. He does not want to stand straight. But, you know why it doesn't matter? He's got wings, baby. He has got the flight. He has got the capability. This man is not meant to be tamed by land. This Synthoid, this supreme hunter being, is not meant to be strictly stuck to the land. He is meant to take to the skies. So his legs don't even matter. It should even be gone. That's just extra weight weighing him down. That is just an appendage that doesn't need to be there. But ultimately, good stuff. Ultimate stuff. And just want to thank you guys. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Please give it a subscribe. First, very early in the channel. I understand that. Quality, not there yet. I understand. But don't worry. The Golden Synthoid, it's coming back. It's going to be a thing. It is going to put its seal of approval. I didn't have him on hand when I did Michael Myers. I would have given the Michael Myers NECA Halloween Edition a Golden Synthoid. It would have happened. But I didn't think about it until I did the Synthoid video. And you know what? That's just improvement of the channel. You're going to see the growth firsthand. Here it is. It's happening before your eyes. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this at least made you laugh. That's my ultimate goal, is to make some people laugh. And to show off the toys, and to kind of justify to my wife why I spend so much money. If for every like, that is $1 justified. $1 justified. So the goal right now, this Synthoid right here for this particular video, to remove the Golden Synthoid, remove the Synthoid Supreme, because they cost more money just from the paint that I used on them. But this Synthoid right here, total $375. $375 with the $1.25 increase from Dollar Tree. If we could get 4 likes, if we could get 4 likes on this video, you have paid for my Synthoid. You have paid for his attachments. You have justified it to my wife with 25 cents to spare. And that's my goal. Help me prove to my wife that this was worth that $4. Worth that $375. Thank you guys. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. See you later.